as we get ready to get going for the sprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And the action's underway after a very long pause here in Spain. It's a decent start by Abdabila. Dear God, can we please get a dude camera angle? There we are. Devons is going to potentially pull alongside. Not quite, as the Haas has a little look as well. The Aston Martin goes into the back of the Haas ever so slightly. The Sauber and the Aston Martin leaning on each other, and the Sauber spins round. I believe it was Jay Finlay. No, it wasn't. It was Minka. Minka is round and facing the wrong way, so he's going to drop all the way to the back. As at the front, Devons going on the tack on Abdabila. Flame is going to have a little look as well and get into second place. As down the inside he goes. This is a very late move. He's not quite able to make it stick, and Devons is going to keep the race lead here on lap 1 of 8. As now heading on to lap 2, going off board the Red Bull. Maybe going for a little bit more of a defensive manoeuvre there, pulling out of the slipstream to try and stop Dutch Vernon getting such a strong, as there was actually an Aston Martin and the Alpine side by side. The Alpine has got the overlap, the shield round the outside. Can he get a switch back here? No, he's going to keep it, hang it round the outside, and it's not quite going to pay off for him. As further up down the inside goes the Mercedes of Abdabila for P2, and he's going to make the move. What a move there. And that seems to be a favourite overtaking spot already, as I saw a ghosted car for a minute and thought something had happened, but then I realised, oh no, it's just somebody out of the session. So, Jesus, Jay Finlay making another move. Is in the background, there's contact, and the Haas of Mr. Seedy is missing a front wing, and he's going to peel off into the gravel as to not impede anyone, and that is probably his sprint race over. He's going to lose so much time with DRS. It feels like the shield is just... he's not playing this very smart, I'd say, as that is Dutch Vernon getting past Turtles in the Sun, or Ahad, if you want to be correct, who is not going to give this place up without a fight. Titanic County picking up a track limp penalty. He's going to retire from the session. There won't be a safety car because it is too late in the race for there to be one. As round the outside goes to Ahad. He gets a little touch on the rear wheel of Dutch Vernon. Nothing wrong, nothing in it. Just a little bit of contact. Racing instant, but that caught that. What's the word? Oh my God! It screwed up his exit, and he could have potentially got an undercut. But that little bit of contact ruined that opportunity, I suppose, is the best way to put it. As now we come towards the end of the penultimate lap. We have very much have a top 3 all in contention for a race win here. It's 3, but only 1 can win this race. As here we go, Abdabila makes the first move on the final lap. Up to P1 he goes. Devons has a decent amount of ERS. They have very, very similar amount of ERS, the top 2. So this could purely come down to who's got less wings. That is Dark Thunder off the track, and here we go. We're going to go on board with Devons. He's going to be round the outside in the final sector. It will be a bold move if he can make it stick. Abdabila doesn't really get a good exit, though, I've got to say. Down the inside goes Devons. They lean on each other potentially. Abdabila could be put onto the curb. He's not. He's going to be able... they're going to be side by side right to the end. Oh my word. As there's contact, and into the barrier goes Devon. So it's going to be Abdabila that wins. Flame will come home second. Oh, sorry, no he won't. Dutch Vernon will come home second. Flame comes home third. Turtles in the Sun 4th. Devon's 5th. Haddy 6th. Dryger 7th. Jay Finlay 8th. And it'll be Jay Finlay 8th. Nem Martin 9th. Minka 10th. The Shield 11th. Whitey Little 12th, and Toxic Spray will come home 13th eventually. Apologies about the final lap there. I feel like that wasn't my most insightful commentary.